Good morning, dear students. Myself, Yogesh Kanade, lecturer at Dhuye Charitable Society's Institute of Pharmacy, Devpur, Dhuye. Our today's topic is anti-neoplastic agents, or they are also known as anti-cancer drugs. These are the drugs or agents which are used in treatment of cancer. Cancer, or it is also known as neoplasm. Neo means new, plasm means form. That is, neoplasm is a medical term for cancer which means a relatively autonomous growth of tissues. This autonomous growth of tissue is not under the control of a host. Tumor is a general term indicating proliferation of the cells which is no longer under the control of the organism. Organism means a person who has been affected by cancer. In that person, whatever proliferation of cells is taking place, it is not within his body control. This unwanted proliferation of cells consumes a significant portion of the body's supply of food materials and metabolic energy, thereby leaving the patient progressively weaker. The agents or the substances which causes cancer, they are termed as carcinogens. These carcinogens infect to any organ, tissue or anywhere in the body of intracellular organism. After entering into the cell, they affect the genetic code, thereby produce cancer cells which further form a tumor. Tumor means that is aggregate of cells. If you see the sign and symptoms of cancer, National Institute of Cancer has framed the sign and symptoms into a single word, that is caution. If you see it properly, it has been framed into a single word, that is caution. C-A-U-T-I-O-N, caution. C stands for change in bowel or bladder habits. A stands for a sore throat that doesn't heal. U stands for unusual bleeding or discharge from any part of the body. T stands for thickening or formation of lumps in breast or anywhere. थिकनिंग मीन्स ज्या ठिकाणी कॅन्सर सेलची ग्रोथ होते त्या ठिकाणी आपल्याला गाठीसारखं दिसतं त्याला म्हणतात थिकनिंग और फॉर्मेशन ऑफ लम्प्स. I stands for indigestion or difficulty in swallowing. Due to difficulty in swallowing, there is a loss of weight in a person who is suffering from cancer. O stands for obvious change in ward. Obvious change means if you see the physical body of a person before he was suffering from cancer and after he is suffering from cancer, you will see a lot of difference in his physical appearance. That is, body appearance is going to be affected. That is called as obvious change in ward. N stands for nagging cough or hoarseness. These are the signs and symptoms of cancer in a single word, that is caution, and it has been given by National Institute of Cancer India. How the cell of cancer growth in our body, we call it as cell cycle kinetics. त्याला आपण म्हणतो cell cycle kinetics. This cell cycle kinetics has 5 phases: S phase, G2 phase, M phase, G1 phase and G0 phase. First of all, we will talk about S phase. In S phase, DNA of the cell is synthesized and it approximately takes place, or the time requirement is 10 to 20 hours. कॅन्सर सेलचं जे डीएनए सिंथेसिस होत आहे त्याला आपण म्हणतो एस फेज. G2 phase, second one, that is your G2 phase. The formation of DNA synthesis, it is going to last for 1 to 3 hours, and here the mitosis of the cell is going to take place. Mitosis means from a single cell two daughter cells are formed, that we call it as mitosis, and this phase takes place a time period of 1 to 3 hours. Then M phase, it is a phase of mitosis that involves chromosomal condensation and cell division. This M phase, it lasts for approximately 1 hour. And the last one, that is G1 or G0 phase. Whatever daughter cells which has been formed after the process of mitosis will immediately enter into G1 phase, or it is going to pass into G0 phase. G1 phase, that is post mitotic rest. G1 phase काय? पोस्ट मायटोटिक रेस्ट. म्हणजेच काय की जे डॉटर सेल्स G1 फेज मध्ये जातील त्याच्यावर परत त्या सेल्स मध्ये काय होईल, परत डीएनए सिंथेसिस होईल. डीएनए सिंथेसिस झाल्यानंतर मायटोसिस प्रोसेस होईल. मायटोसिस प्रोसेस झाल्यानंतर परत दोन डॉटर सेल्स फॉर्म्ड होतील. त्याला म्हणतो आपण G1 फेज, दॅट इज पोस्ट मायटोटिक रेस्ट. G0 फेज म्हणजे काय, whatever daughter cells which has been formed, it is going to entered or it is going to pass into a non-proliferating resting phase. Resting phase म्हणजे काय, जोपर्यंत त्याला प्रॉपर न्यूट्रिएंट्स मिळणार नाही तोपर्यंत त्या डॉटर सेल्स मध्ये डीएनए सिंथेसिस होणार नाही, आणि डीएनए सिंथेसिस झालं नाही तर त्याच्यापासून फर्दर कॅन्सर सेल्स इज नॉट गोइंग टू बी फॉर्म्ड. सिन्स proliferating cells are usually more sensitive to chemotherapy, and the cells in G0 phase are least affected by the chemotherapeutic agents. The cells readily pass into G0 phase if they are far away from the blood vessels through which nutrients are supplied. This is the cell cycle kinetics, that is the process of formation of cancer cells. Then what are the causes of cancers? I have already told you that the agents or the substances which causes cancer in human beings are known as carcinogens. Let us take some of the examples. Carcinogenic hydrocarbons or excessive radiation. For example of radiation, that is during the diagnosis, that is CT scan, MRI, etc. Whatever radiation is passed, if that person comes in contact or frequently come in contact with such radiations, there are chances that he may suffer from cancer. Second one, that is known as family syndrome. Now what is family syndrome? That are hereditary factors which are involved or which are behind the cause of cancer, like chromosomal abnormality, certain enzymes, immunodefense system, or hormonal imbalances. फॅमिली सिंड्रोम म्हणजे काय, फॉर एक्झाम्पल आपण जसं डायबिटिक म्हणतो की एखाद्या परिवारामध्ये जर डायबिटीज असेल, there are chances that the further generation may also suffer from cancer. In the same way, in case of cancer also, if certain family disorders are passing from first generation to the second generation, which are responsible, for example, chromosomal abnormality, certain enzymes, immunodefense system, hormonal imbalances, these factors can cause cancer in the further generation also. That is known as family syndrome. Then cultural factors. Cultural factors means that is our diet, that are are drinking habits, smoking habits, sexual habits. That comes into cultural factors. Among 100% of the persons who are suffering from cancer, in that 70% are caused due to cultural factors, that is diet, smoking, drinking, sexual habits, etc. They are responsible for causing cancer. And the last one, that is occupational factors. Occupational means the place where you are doing working, that is occupational. आपण जिथे काम करतोय त्या ठिकाणी आपण डे टू डे कशाच्या कॉन्टॅक्ट मध्ये येतोय. समजा रेडिएशन इंडस्ट्रीज मध्ये काम करत असाल, डे टू डे काही केमिकल्स हँडल करणार असाल, किंवा यू आर हँडलिंग सर्टन कार्सिनोजेनिक एजंट्स, then there are chances that you may suffer from cancer. For example, coal tar industries, nickel, asbestos, chromium, mustard gas. If the persons who are employing in such industries, who are handling coal tar, nickel, asbestos, chromium, etc., or the persons who are working in chemical, insulation or gas industries, there are maximum chances that these employees may suffer from cancer. These are the factors or the reasons for causes of your cancer. Then next one, that is what is the feature of cancer or features of cancer. The numerous different forms of cancer possess now these features of cancer is going to be variable from the type of cancer and the place which has been affected by your carcinogenic agents. Certain common features of cancers are: it is characterized by excessive cell proliferation, which further results into tumor, that is aggregate of cells. The tumor which has been formed, later on it is going to lose the appearance, as well as it is going to lose the function of the tissue cell from which they arise. आपल्या शरीराची मेकॅनिझम काय? आपल्या शरीरामध्ये ज्या भागामध्ये नवीन सेल्स तयार होतात, ज्या ऑर्गन मध्ये, ज्या टिश्यू मध्ये, ज्या ठिकाणी काही सेल्स डेड झाले तिथे नवीन सेल्स तयार होतात. पण जे नवीन सेल्स तयार झाले, they will have similar appearance, they will have similar function from the place where they have arise. ज्या ठिकाणी त्याची ग्रोथ झाली त्याच्या सराउंडिंग जे काही सेल्स आहेत त्याच्यासारखेच ते सेल्स दिसतील, त्याच्यासारखेच ते फंक्शन्स कॅरी आउट करतील. पण कॅन्सर सेल मध्ये हा सगळ्यात मोठा ड्रॉबॅक आहे किंवा एक खूप मोठा डिसएडव्हान्टेज आहे की ज्या ठिकाणी हे कॅन्सर सेल्स तयार होत आहेत, काळांतराने they lose their function, they lose their appearance. Therefore, the treatments become very difficult. The tumor not only expands in size, but also starts infecting the surrounding cells. And when nerve endings are affected, a person is going to experience a pain. After a certain period, these tumor cells will detach themselves from the parent cell or from the parent tumor, and is going to move to another location, and the place where it has been moved, it will start new cancerous growth. This is known as micrometastasis. काय होतं, एखाद्या ठिकाणी आपण फॉर एक्झाम्पल कन्सिडर करू की लंग्स मध्ये कॅन्सर सेल्स ग्रो होत आहेत. ते ठराविक त्याची ग्रोथ झाल्यानंतर त्या लंग्सच्या पार्ट मधून काही कॅन्सर सेल्स सेपरेट होतात आणि फ्रॉम द ब्लड इट इज गोइंग टू सर्क्युलेट टू द डिफरंट पार्ट्स ऑफ आवर ह्युमन बॉडी, and the part where it has been transported or it has been now located, at that place it will start the continuous growth and multiplication of your cancer cell. This process is known as micrometastasis. This is your features of cancer. Then there is one point, that is what is the meaning of malignant tumor. Malignant tumor म्हणजे काय? It is the most potential danger form of cancer. The cells of malignant tumor grow abnormally, having irregular arrangement. After the rupture of the tumor, colonies are formed, and therefore complete cure of the disease, every cell must be destroyed. If a single cancer cell gets remain in the body after treatment, this single cell will again grow and cause the relapse of the disease. Cancer treatment मध्ये हा सगळ्यात एक important criteria आहे की all the cancer cells must be removed from the body or it must be destroyed. Even if a single cancer cell remains in our body, it is going to further grow and multiply, and it will again cause the reoccurrence of your cancer disease in human beings. This is known as malignant tumor. In today's lecture, we have studied the signs and symptoms of cancer, different carcinogenic agents responsible for cancer, then features of cancer, what is the meaning of malignant tumor, etc. In the next lecture, we will have the study of those drugs which are used in treatment of cancer. Thank you.